Well, this is the 31st annual barbecue. Started in 1974, took a hiatus while Patty and I were back in Washington, D.C. with the Clinton administration. And we have here today food that's been cooked by my family, cousins, nieces, nephews. They put it together. It's been a good thing. 31 years of it. It's a tradition in California.
It's a party we like to throw every year to bring in our larger family, a family that's supported my father's political endeavors for 30 plus years. So it's something we always look forward to, and it's a good party, and it's almost like a family reunion for us of sorts. So.
He's a good leader. You don't have to lie to you if you look in his eyes. I've been in this game for 53 years. Delegate to the Democratic Party of the state of California, and that's how I met him. And since then, my wife and I, we think he's the greatest.
He doesn't have a closed office. He doesn't have a closed mind. You can talk to him about work, labor, politics, anything, and he's open for discussion. That's the neat thing about John. He's down to earth. Both feet are on the ground.
People are always happy when they come to a good barbecue and having the camaraderie and all the people that are all the Garamendi supporters. He's a great guy. We're 100% behind him.
Brad Parker, this is Ida Anthony, my fiance. My club, Valley Democrats United, we gave John an award this year, our Badge of Courage Award, for his stand on bringing the California National Guard home from Iraq, and for SB 840, universal health care, single-payer universal health care. And we believe that whenever a politician does that, that they deserve some recognition. And I got to know him, and we got to know Patty, and we started talking, and one thing led to another, and we came up here because we wanted to see what was going on with his family and with the ranch and everything, because I support his next candidacy.
One thing different about John is the fact that he actually went in his younger years to an underdeveloped country and was able to help in that country, and that by itself is a character that probably that shows his compassion, his understanding, his help. His need to help other people. So that really says a lot about John. So I enjoy making contributions. I enjoy being here and participating in these activities here.
Will you be back next year?
Oh yes, no question. Every year.
Here we are today as we move into the middle of this particular year, 2008. And there's an incredibly important question between us as individuals and the next generation. And that question is, are we willing to invest as our parents did, as my grandfather, great-grandfather did, to build the 3-room schoolhouse in McCallamy Hill, where I went to school. For 3 generations, that school served. And I know that they didn't have much wealth at those times because most of the mines had shut down. But they invested. They used what they had for their children. And here we are. Probably most of us have heard about this year's budget crisis. It's not so much a crisis of money. It's really a crisis of will. It is a crisis of the will of Californians to invest once again in those things that create greatness, that create opportunity, that give the next generation the chance that they need so that they can prosper, so that they can enjoy what has been given to us. Some people say it's a crisis of government. I think it's different. I think it's a crisis of whether we are willing to invest in the future. We have that challenge right now. This budget issue that's facing us here in California is a terrible, terrible problem. But more important, it's a question. It's a question about ourselves, about the kind of individuals, a kind of community and society that we are. Are we people that are selfish, or are we people that are willing to invest in the future, willing to pay for the education system that's necessary and make the changes so that it really works well, that it's efficient and effective? Are we willing to step out and really aggressively deal with climate change? Are we willing to create a healthcare system that provides insurance for everyone, that's efficient, that cuts the profiteers out of the game, but makes into the game those people that are presently pushed aside because they can't afford it. Big questions for California, major questions. But after all, we're Californians. We have seen the previous generations deal with these problems and solve them. It's our turn now. I know that we can step up, that we can solve these problems. It's a matter of will, and it's a matter of leadership.